of such cases?
Hello. My name is Vardar. I'm the director of Izi UK, which is an edtech company based in London. As Henry mentioned, I will be introducing 2 video case textbooks for the purpose of this session. Right. The 2 video case textbooks that I will be using are Brands Whispering and Multinationals Whispering. Brands Whispering, the first one that I will be talking is a web and video-based ebook for marketing, which was launched in 2016. And the second one is Multinational Whispering, which is a new video case collection, which is being put together for international business as part of our Erasmus Plus project. Multinationals Whispering is also using the original methodology that was used in Brands Whispering. So let me first, before introducing the textbooks, I would like to talk a little bit about the literature and the research findings that we based our textbook production. While putting together these video cases, initially we made use of research put together by Richard Mayer and his colleagues back in 1990s on multimedia in learning. We are very lucky because Professor Mayer and his colleagues are still continuing to produce new material for us, especially also in current topics like e-learning. All the research findings we went through were basically concentrating on 3 points. One was people learn better from words and picture than words alone. The second important criteria was that cognitive load needs to be reduced in the design of multimedia. And therefore, for example, for the production of our video cases, we've made use of these tips very, very extensively in order to be able to reduce the cognitive load. The third important point that research was highlighting was the importance of good narrative in these video cases, and the essential part that these video cases need to be linked to the curriculum, to our syllabus. So all these points basically taught us that simplicity is the key in use of multimedia in learning. Therefore, while putting together Brands Whispering, we said to ourselves that simple is more. Therefore, we had to stick to this throughout our video production efforts. Now, a little bit about Brands Whispering. Brands Whispering, as I said, is a web and video-based ebook, which was developed by myself as a lecturer based on students' needs. Because as we know, as Henry also mentioned, today's students have changed quite a lot and their attention span is getting shorter. Therefore, we need different tools in order to be able to keep them engaged. When you go to Brands Whispering website, it's actually a web page. It's like a ebook for marketing with different chapters that you would see in any internationally accepted marketing book. But each and every chapter is covered with a video case. It was first launched in March 2016 as a free access resource in Turkish. And at the moment, we've got 14 video cases, but we're still expanding. When you go to brandswhispering.com, you will see that lectures do not start with theory, but instead the order of teaching is reversed. We start with real-life video cases, but these video cases are scripted by lecturers, knowing that they will be used in the class as a teaching material. But in order to be able to get the attention of students, these videos are narrated by real company executives. And they're all based on a problem solution method. We first hear a problem that the company faced and how they solved it. And the textbook information that we want to cover in that chapter, they're covered with knowledge clips at the end of a lecture to an engaged audience. We'll hear more about knowledge clips when Philip is giving an example to us. We believe that this is a win-win situation both for academia and the business world, because lecturers on one hand are talking and teaching to an engaged audience, while teaching material that will be relevant to students in their business world. Brands Whispering, at the moment, the global distribution of the English version of our video cases are being done by the Case Center. With an English dubbing, we've got 9 video cases with 29 accompanying teaching materials. And again, also we're expanding the English versions. If you want to have a look, you can go to Case Center's link. Since 2016, we've been getting anecdotal and empirical evidence from users. For example, when we've done research with the University of Ljubljana, students said that they learn from video cases because they can imagine things better, or they can remember things better. We've also got empirical results. Something like more than 16,000 users are using brandswhispering.com at the moment. If you're interested, I'm more than willing to give you more metrics on that. Also, we would like to propose one possible way of using these video cases in today's teaching environment, where we've put together, we feel that you can actually use these video cases both synchronously and asynchronously within the same lecture, again, in order to be able to break the monotony both for lecturers as well as for students. We propose to start with a synchronous session, giving background information before video is watched, talking about maybe concepts that are related in that chapter, giving background information. Then the video watching session, we don't expect, or we don't propose to watch the video at one go. Rather, we propose to use these videos as a discussion material. They can be used synchronously or asynchronously. After watching the video session, we propose to have an asynchronous session with our knowledge clips. Again, giving textbook information, wrapping up maybe, and linking the video case example to the theory that needs to be covered in that chapter. Followed by, again, a synchronous session, having a class discussion, talking about maybe things that were not covered in the video case. Having said that, I would like very briefly talk about the second textbook, video case textbook, Multinationals Whispering. With Brands Whispering, we wanted to test our pedagogy for different business studies areas across a wider geography. Therefore, through Erasmus Plus project, partnering with 4 reputable European universities, we've started applying the same methodology to international business, and came up with multinationalswhispering.com. Multinationalswhispering.com is alive, and we are at the stage of producing video cases, and we hope that all our video cases will be finished next year by this time. Our project is being coordinated by Catholic University of Leuven with partnering universities, University of Leeds, Poznan University of Economics and Business, and University of Ljubljana. My company, Izi UK, is taking part as a UK SME. If you want to keep up with the developments, latest developments with Multinationals Whispering, please follow us through our social media accounts, or just drop us a line so that we can keep you posted about developments. That brings me to the end of my session. Now I will hand it over to Philip to take over. Thank you for listening.